to this week's episode of Ezentuary. We left off last time with our party having found a dead adventurer in a room that was barricaded from all ends, and after exploring each room that he mentioned, finally made their way into a room with a almost equestrian-like creature with a thunder-serrated tail and moving platforms on the ground. But after hucking a T-Rex at their foe, they have defeated him and pulled a pull chain on the other side of the wall to reveal a secret passage into a room beyond. And it's from here that we continue back with our party looking down this passage, and you can kind of see into the next room, and the only thing you can really make out is you see a door on the far wall that has four hard metal bars blocking the path beyond. You see 4 stone pillars in the center of the room.
I recall last time we saw a similar puzzle. It did not go well for me. Perhaps someone else might like to examine the pillars.
I could take a look at them.
Yes.
Alright. As you guys step into the room, you also notice there is a door to your right on the northern wall. Just to continue painting a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how about this? I'll go examine the door. Kind of investigate it.
Sounds good. So Cassius, you investigate the pillars.
Yes.
We will start with that.
Right.
As you approach the pillars, you see that each one has some sort of etched message into it. And additionally, as you enter the room, you see out of the corner of your eye like a glint from above. And you look up and see that the ceiling, which is about 30 feet above you, has these large iron spikes set into the top of it.
That don't look too good.
Oh. Well, can I look at the floor, like around the floor, to see if there was any like trigger, like any like traps or anything like that?
Roll me an investigation.
Right. That is a 19.
All right. Looking at the floor, you don't seem to see any. Sorry, excuse me.
Mhm.
Any kind of like floor tile or tripwire or anything like that that seems to indicate like a trigger device.
Okay. Well, that's
If it
good
is...
at least. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, what's up?
I can wave my mage hand through the room. Basically,
That'll
like,
probably be good, yeah.
just a 10-pound check, but it could, like, you know, if there is anything that 10 pounds will trigger, it would potentially trigger it.
I mean, you are free to do that.
Right? I kind of wave my physical hand side to side to guide the mage hand basically through the room, and
Take your
then
mage
I
hand on the
wait.
walk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, but I do it first, like a little above the ground one way, and then try and kind of have it push down and arc the other way back in case there's a pressure plate.
All right, sounds good. I'm assuming you do this like as thoroughly as you wish.
Yeah, I spend a little bit of time on it. I'm not too quick.
Nothing happens.
Okay, perfect.
Your
believe it is
mage hand
safe
makes
to
a
enter.
successful walk around the room and does a little victory fist pump in the air.
I believe it is safe to enter. I will do so and go over to investigate that door.
Yes,
The
we'll
one on
jump
the
to you
north.
investigating the door, and then Cassius, you can read the inscriptions on the pillars. All right, Tor, how would you like to investigate the door?
Just looking at it, looking for if there's traps, triggers, if it's locked. I don't want to touch it, I just kind of want to check it out.
All right, roll me investigation.
Got a 12.
It looks like an ordinary wooden door with an ordinary doorknob and ordinary hinges, and you look at it and you're like, yup. If I had a dictionary and it was like a picture dictionary and there was
That was a door? That's a plain door.
That's the picture of a door. Yep. It
All
is
right,
a door.
and just to be thorough, because I'm here. God, I'm rolling with crap. I was gonna say I'll do an Arcana check just to feel it out, and that is only a 14.
It's a door.
Okay, I just want to
It
check.
doesn't
All
seem
right,
like there's anything innately magical about this door.
I'll give the group a thumbs up and go ahead and continue with Cassius.
Alright.
All right, yeah. I'm going to read the inscriptions. I'm just gonna read them to myself first, not out loud.
Alright, not out loud. Alright, you approach the first pillar. We're just gonna say they're in like a square formation. You just approach like the nearest one to you.
Mm-hmm.
You approach it and read the inscription, and it says, I flow like the ocean, splashing in a red cave. Swap me to show your passion, release me to show hate.
Blood, perhaps?
What did the other pillars say?
Why you gotta release blood to show hate?
Well, usually when you
Alright,
stab
you-
someone because you hate them,
How do you swap blood for passion?
your blood runs hot.
Well, reckon that does kind of make some sense.
Alright. We'll move on to the second pillar, which has a similar inscription that reads, I can make houses or I can make men. I'm dust when you stop moving, but I thrive beneath your skin.
That sounds like bones.
Agreed.
Mm.
Move on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, please. We're listening.
Alright, the next one reads, I sprout from roots above the ground. In every town I can be found. The more I die, the more I grow. You'll lose me when you start to slow.
That one, I believe, is time.
That would make sense.
Alright.
What about hair?
Yeah, hair sounds good to me, too. Roots above the ground. Time don't got no roots. Time is just time.
I'm like
Alright.
the plant.
Plants don't grow
No.
above the ground, except for them, wandering plants. They's kind of weird anyway.
Okay, yeah. What's the next one?
And the final pillar reads, Sometimes I am yellow, but I start my days in white. My allies are often aligned, although we tend to bite.
Yeah, teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me more confident in that their hair assessment.
Yeah. Well,
So it
Well,
does
we got,
feel
uh,
like
teeth,
at least-
hair.
yeah, at
these
least
are
with,
all
like
things-
teeth and hair. It's like body.
So, you got any extras laying about?
I should hope so, because all of these things are that which I do not possess.
I have some fingers.
Yeah, fingers got bones.
Perhaps you
maybe
should try
we could-
shoving one of the finger bones into one of the pillars.
Well, it said just bone. Well, it didn't say nothing about flesh.
Oh, I
So
said
do we
finger
have to,
bone.
we got to, debone? Just
There's just a bony finger in her bag.
that's true.
Yeah, I think
I believe, if I recall correctly, I believe you did take the like pinky tip finger of the giant skeleton,
Yep.
unless you used it.
No, we
Yeah.
just have it. It's just the tip.
I have just the tip, yeah.
Uh,
So yeah, I take is there like a hole in the bone pillar or what we think is the bone pillar?
You do not. You look the pillar over, you don't see any sort of like divots or places where you could stick something. It just seems to be like a. Oh, I. Sorry, I was probably illustrating this wrong. They're not like to the ceiling.
Oh.
They're- Yeah, I guess they're closer to pedestals. Would be easy.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah, that makes more sense. Okay,
I
yeah.
was
then we
thinking
can
you just
set 'em
have
on
to
top of the
finger it.
pedestal. Okay.
Yeah, I put the tip of the giant finger onto the bone pedestal.
All right. As you set it on top of that pedestal, you see that the pressure from it sinks the the top of it down, and you hear a click as one of the solid iron bars on the door on the far side of the wall raises up and removes itself.
Oh, hot diggity dang.
Would one of you
Pulls
who
out a
contains
beard
blood
hair.
like to?
I say Pet pulls out a beard hair and puts it on the root pillar.
Right? As you do that, the pressure plate on top also sinks down and clicks into place, and another bar on the far door removes itself and lifts up out of the way.
Priscilla, you
Nice.
be a clever one. Figuring out that hair and such. Told you it wasn't time.
I thought it had to be something physical.
Yeah, but what about this here teeth thing? That'd be a bit more tricky.
Similarly, I need someone who actually has blood if they wish to offer it to do the first one. Assuming that is
Yeah, we'll get around to that. We got to figure out the teeth thing first, because these things, depending on how we go about it, might have a little bit of both in the process.
That's what I was thinking.
What about the horse beast in the other room?
Ooh, now there's some quick thinking again.
Okay. Yuso goes over to the body of the animal and sees if she can like pull out a tooth.
Don't forget some blood while you're over there.
Oh yeah. And she kind of like
roll me
Yeah.
strength
strength. Okay.
to try and wrench it from its jaws.
Oh jeez. It's a 2.
Yeah, you can't seem to get a grip at all on these teeth. Your hand just kind of keeps slipping off. You can't seem to get a firm grip to actually try to pull a tooth.
Okay. Well, can I like bleed it and get some blood out of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I like cut a little slit in its arm and drain some blood out onto my robe,
All right.
the bottom corner.
Yep. You soak up some of this thing's blood on your robe.
Then I go back into the other room and I like kind of squeegee it out, the blood onto the blood pillar.
All
Blood
right.
for the blood pillar.
Yeah, do you want to specify which one that is?
Oh, the one, let's see. The one that said like wait, what were the 2 riddles again?
I can repeat them.
Yeah,
The two
yeah,
of left. I flow like the ocean, splashing in a red
Oh,
cave.
that
Swap
one.
me to show your passion, release me to show hate.
That
All
one.
right, you wring out some blood onto that pedestal, and the top of it does not click into place, and you hear a loud ka-chunk from above as the ceiling begins to lower,
Oh no.
and it'll move 5 feet down every, it's turn-based, so like 6 seconds.
I was not strong enough to get a tooth. I need somebody stronger, or maybe someone with a blunt object to just bash it out.
I'll get it.
Okay.
Hustles. What's it?
My hand is literally a blade. I can just cut it out.
Well, you go do it then.
Okay.
I was
The
going
ceiling
to give a kick
continues
in
to
the jaw.
lower, the spikes
Yes.
gleaming menacingly.
I'll run over, slit the jaw open, rip the tooth out.
Roll me
Like-
sleight of hand to try
Sure.
and sever it from the jaw.
Sleight of hand. 17.
Yeah, I'll say you do that, like deboning it, or like breaking down a chicken. You perfectly
Okay.
find the right point. Also, dentists don't come for us. We know this probably doesn't work like this, but you're able to saw out a tooth.
Okay. All right, I run it back in and place it upon the pedestal. Was it third one? I'm trying to remember the order. Sorry.
Yeah. Sometimes
what?
I am yellow, but I start my days in white. My allies are often aligned, although we tend to bite.
Yes, that one.
All right. You place it on that pedestal, and the top of it clicks, lowers and clicks into place. And another bar removes itself from the far door. There's still one bar stuck, blocking that way out. And the ceiling is now 25 feet above.
All right. Okay, so wasn't blood. Sloshing red. Spit? Would someone with saliva like to spit on it?
But chili.
All right. Do you wipe the blood off before doing that?
Oh yeah, best
prob-
quickly as I can.
All right. Give it a quick shine, and then tuck a loogie on that. And as the weight of the spit falls onto the pedestal, you hear the grinding of gears as the ceiling lowers further and further down until the top platform shifts down, and you hear that clicking noise yet again as the bar on the far door releases itself and you are able to pass through. And the ceiling also stops about 15 feet from the ground.
Excellent. I was going to say, perhaps we should move quickly out of here.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Good quick thinking on that there spit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought of that.
It was the next most logical option.
All right.
Okay.
Well, you have opened the door on, to just keep this simple, the western wall of the room, and you still have that door that Tor made sure was safe on the northern side of the room. The ceiling is now half as tall as it once was.
I'm happy to check this other door first, just in case there's something important here for later. We already know we have opened the, I don't know what to call it, the secured one.
Yes. Check first.
So I will open that door.
All right. This is the northern door.
Yes.
All right. You open the door, and instead of seeing like a normal room layout before you, you see instead a array of floating platforms that kind of hover where a floor should be. But instead, right beyond the door, there's a plummet. What is this? 20 feet down into a spike pit. And you see that on the far side of the room is another door. Beyond the floating pillars. Or platforms, I mean.
Interesting.
And who has remained in the room that you just solved the riddles in? Because Tor went to check out the other room.
I think
I'm
we
assuming
all
everyone
are
else?
still in that room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, everyone who's still in the other room, roll me perception.
Yeah, you got negative, so
I got a
13.
nat one.
Alright, so I got a nat 1. Pep was at 13.
yes.
Yeah, I also got in that one.
Alright, cool. That's it. No, yeah, that's good, yeah. Good rolls.
Okay, cool, thanks.
So, question for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
The space I am at, looking out across it, I can traverse this relatively easily, but I can't bring you with me. Should I go see what the other door is and then report back, or should we just proceed through the door we unlocked?
Yeah, if we can't get over there, you want to go wandering off on your own?
Not really.
Together.
Yeah,
Perhaps
sounds
we
like a
should
better idea.
close this door and let's continue with the one we just opened.
Yes.
All right. Tor, as you turn back into the previous room, make a perception check.
Sure. Where is my perception? If I flip my sheet over, perception is... Where is that? Oh, there it is. Only +1. Oh, I do terribly. I got a 7. I'm just not paying
All right.
attention.
Cool.
Which is great, because my passive perception is 11, so I'm doing worse than just passively perceiving.
You're a little distracted. You really wanted to see what's on the other side of the floating platform room.
I was thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So you all choose to go into the door through the door you unlocked.
Yep.
All right.
You guys walk on over.
Yes. All right. And you open the door. And on the other side is an empty room. It has the same kind of like black stone walls and floors as like other rooms do, but it seems relatively empty. You see a door to the left on the southern wall, and you see a couple of like torch wall sconces, and that's it.
Are they lit? Or are they just like torches that
They're
are
lit.
sitting there? Okay.
They're lit.
Fascinating. Well, should we perhaps investigate this room like Yusoa has been looking for her doors?
Yes.
Alright. I'm start working my way around the wall investigating. Never mind, I nat one.
Cool.
I don't see anything.
Yeah. As you start to like work your way around the room, your
Leg catches something, and suddenly you feel yourself pulled upwards by, I guess, what's the best equivalent of your ankle, and you're hanging upside down from the ceiling as streams of fire shoot from the ceiling and hit you for 10 fire damage.
That sucks.
And the streams continue, so they're continuously going, and you're snared up at this level of the ceiling.
about. Do I have marked how far up? No.
Let's call it like 30 feet up.
Same as most of the other rooms.
Can I see if I can throw my psychic blades and cut the snare?
You sure can try.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
Okay.
With advantage. Because you're perpetually
Oh, okay.
advantaged.
That's right. Yep. Okay, with advantage, I did get a nat 20.
Does that count if it's...
I don't know. Your
'cause
call.
It's for... Okay, yeah. Because the item itself is you get advantage on melee attacks. If you're throwing a knife,
Yeah.
is that not a ranged weapon attack?
Well, yeah, that's true. It is.
That is true.
So I do not believe in this... I can double check what I wrote, but I'm pretty sure it's just for melee attacks.
Shoot. Okay, well, in that case, I got a 7 to
Yes.
hit.
Alright. You miss it.
No. Can I throw my other one?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That one was a nat 1.
You hit me.
Yeah, roll to hit Tor. Roll for
Oh,
damage.
no. Okay. That's 4 damage. Guess I'm probably won't do my sneak attack.
Well, you're not sneaking anyway, so it wouldn't apply.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
so
you would have
question,
to, yes.
Is the flame that's burning me shooting straight down from the ceiling?
It's like at the very top of the room on the wall, the whole wall, like surrounding, are streams of fire.
Gotcha.
So they're just
Okay.
kind of they're hitting horizontally, just at that height,
Yeah, I didn't know if
and they
maybe
kind of
I
covered
could...
the entire area of the ceiling.
Okay, so there's no going above it. It's the entire top.
Yes.
Damn. All right.
Well, Pet whips out his ladle and starts blasting.
Blasting me.
No, the snare.
Oh.
Agent. That's a 23 to hit.
Yeah, I'll say you hit the snare.
Alright.
For funsies, roll me damage.
13.
All right. You do blast the snare, and you see that it is physically weakened.
Well, look at me. I got a sticking blast coming in my barrels. It was chilly. Oh, never mind. That's a 2. Well,
Yeah,
not 2,
that
so
doesn't hit.
doesn't matter. Second shot flies wide.
All right.
All right.
I would
Cassius,
assume
you
we
wanna
either go to
try to help
Cassius
me?
or Tor.
Well, I figured let Cassius try first.
Yeah. We still have Cassius?
Apparently not. I guess in that case, I will whip my. I'll trying to think. I'll turn my other foot into a rapier and see if I can cut. How about that?
I like that idea. Yeah. I guess.
Yeah, just roll to hit with
Awesome.
disadvantage.
With disadvantage. Okay. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, actually, that's not that bad. I rolled a 13 and a 14, which is with a +5, so 18.
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage from that.
That is. Let's see. 8. So that's 5 damage. Whatever that would be. Piercing? 5 piercing damage. Like cutting in this case, I guess.
All right. You begin sawing through it, and you see that it's visibly starting to kind of break away. But the fire
Okay,
continues.
I do have 2. I have 2 attacks.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so I can. So with disadvantage. Ooh, I did better that time. Is that +5 again? So that is a 19 to hit.
Yep, still hits.
Awesome. 8, throwing it, 7, 10 damage that time.
All right, you successfully saw through the snare, and you fall 30 feet to the ground. Which I think I have a note for how to do fall damage somewhere.
I don't think you'll take very much.
Well, I
Every
can't
10 feet.
So
You take 10 bludgeoning damage from hitting the ground.
but you are free and no longer in direct line of fire.
I took a decent amount of damage on this, though. I am worse for wear. If I were to say so, I'm at approximately 30% of capacity.
I guess nobody cares.
Yes, apparently. No one
just
cares.
listen. So
Just silence.
if you were
Like, well,
if
that's
you were
rough.
to try quantifying that into some sort of number of the negatory variety from the maximum variety, about how much would you say that be down?
Approximately 35.
Well, just our luck. That comes over and slaps you on the back. Oh, you ain't seeming too bad after all. And you heal 35 hit points.
Oh, holy
That's
crap.
convenient.
How did you... Jeez.
Oh, he laid his hands on you.
His healing hands. Right. Additionally,
Thank you, Ed.
as you hit the ground and the weight from the snare disappears, the remainder of the rope kind of slips back into the ceiling and the streams of fire stop.
A fascinating room. We should be careful making our way to that other door.
I don't trust it. So, you're just on the ground though, Tor?
I have righted myself.
He's
Okay.
right as rain now. He just was a bit of a, melodramatic actor back there. You look at him. Good as spanking
So-
crystal new.
Hmm.
Hmm. Maybe the trap has been already triggered, so it's safe. Yusoa goes in the room.
All right. Do you wish to proceed in any specific fashion?
I'm gonna go over to the sconces and kind of pull on them.
All right. They're about, let's say they're about like 12 around the room, 3 on each wall.
Okay, I kind of just make my way around in a clockwise, starting with the left and pulling on each one.
All right. Yep. All right. You pull about 3 sconces and are near the door that is on the southern wall. When you kind of start to feel something against your leg, roll me Dex, I suppose, to try and jump out of the way.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I got a nat 20 on that one.
Oh yeah. You feel this tripwire brush against your leg, and you quickly step back as the snare triggers and swings up towards the ceiling. But with 0 weight on it as it hits the top, it just kind of continues up through the ceiling, and the fire streams do not start.
This room is dangerous. Maybe you could use your mage hand to pull on the rest of the sconces.
I can do that. I guess I do so at Yusoa's direction. I give each one a hearty yank.
All right. You continue, I'm assuming where Usoa left off, and continue
Yes.
clockwise around the room. You make it to the northern side of the room, and as your mage hand pulls on one of these sconces, the sconce actually moves and clicks into a new position, and a doorway, made from stone, moves itself out of the way and constructs itself, and opens up a path to the north.
Yeah, I don't feel so good trusting the straight way between here and there. What do y'all think?
Too many traps.
Yes, but famine is often linear.
Yeah, it'd be true. Also, we got a spry one amongst us that could be doing pretty good at jumping out of the way of stuff.
It's
Agreed.
true. I will go first.
Mighty kind of you.
Once again, I will ask, is there any way in particular you wish to proceed?
I'm
you
gonna...
wanna watch your step, or...
Yeah, I'm gonna just go very slowly and watch my step, each step I put down. And I'm gonna kind of like wave my rapier out in front of me, like in a circular motion.
All right. Yeah, roll me investigation. Just see if you find anything.
Okay.
Are you beelining it towards the door, or kind of like continuing to work your way like around the wall of the room?
I'll beeline it straight for the door.
All right, sounds good.
I got a 3 for the investigation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna say with a 3, you, kind of stumble, your rapier catches on one of the stone parts of the ground, and you kind of stumble forward a bit, and as you do, your leg hits into one of these tripwires, and you get snared up towards the ceiling. Once again, stopping towards the top and triggering these fire streams again. And
Oh boy.
that will be 12 fire damage.
I may have spoken incorrectly earlier.
Damn, I guess I killed.
Hmm.
Yay.
Excellent. Yeah, I think being that I was somewhat near Yusoa, I'll leap forward with my hands and try to like cut that rope as it's going up. Can I react fast enough, or is it really really quick going up?
It's pretty fast. I could give you a reaction, but I feel like you probably wouldn't. I don't know if
It'd be too
disadvantage
fast.
is the right way of going about it, but
No, I let's just leave it as it just goes up super fast. That's fine.
okay.
I'm just trying to think of a good thing to do to it now that it's up there.
Wait, did I take any damage?
Want to just yes,
Well-
Yes, you took 12 fire damage.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Oh, here's a crazy thought. Is this one of those applications that I could cast knock because it says target becomes unlock, unstuck, unbarred? Like is the rope locked around her foot and I can just unlock it basically?
Well, it's not really a lock.
really.
It's more of just a rope snare.
I know. I was just trying to think of a workaround that might be fun.
I like
but
your
no.
way of thinking, but I think, yeah, it's gotta be
Okay.
a lock, I think.
Right on. All right. Totally cool. I
Can
You
I
had like
cut
a
it?
unknot spell. That would work if you had an unknot
Unknot.
spell.
Fair enough. All right. I guess I'll just. Oh wait. Well, here's the second thought. Can I direct Mage Hand to try to unknot it?
Suppose you could.
All right. I'll try that before trying to do damage. Do you want me to roll like a sleight of hand? Like, am I directing it?
I think so. Well, let me see. Does Mage Hand have HP?
I think if it takes damage, it just disappears.
Okay. Well, I don't think it
So
can
it-
get to the snare without passing through the streams of fire. Wait, one second.
Well, I can.
Hand vanishes
I
if
think
it is
it's-
ever more than 30 feet away from you. Control the hand, manipulate. And can attack. Well, it seems like it can take damage.
Okay.
It doesn't say anything about if it takes damage, it disappears or anything like that.
Okay.
I'll allow it.
Yeah, it's not attack. Okay.
Yeah, it's not attacking.
All right. Well, thank you.
I would say roll sleight of hand, yeah.
I rolled sleight of hand and I nat 20'd.
Well, I have to give that to you then, yeah. your mage hand, like, seamlessly, like, with one flick of its fingers, like, perfectly undoes, like, the slip knot or whatever it is on the snare, and yeah, the looping mechanism becomes undone, and Usoa, you fall to the ground. And really quick, you take 8 bludgeoning damage when you hit the floor.
Oh my
But you are free. And the rest of the snare slips up into the ceiling and the streams of fire stop.
Okay, well, with the 8 bludgeoning damage, I am unconscious, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah,
That is not ideal.
yeah. I was like a little low on health, I didn't realize from our last battle.
Pep, can you assist in this situation?
Yeah, I'm on it. Let's see, I'm just trying to figure out something in here.
And alternatively, how how negative are you?
-1.
Just barely.
How many hit points do you have?
44.
44. Oh
Wait,
wow.
40,
Okay.
47, actually.
All right. So yeah, you're unconscious, and actually killing you would take quite a lot.
All right, Pep just kind of looks over Usoa, kind of pokes her and says, "Hey, get on up."
Oh.
And Usoa heals 7 hit points.
Wow, okay, awesome.
And you open your eyes to the bearded Pep above you, says, "No sleeping on the job now."
You have a way with your hands.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
that's what my mama always said.
Why is your mama saying that?
Well, she complimented my artistry when I was a youngin'. Why didn't your mama ever compliment yours?
Well,
Gotta have a better
didn't love
mama.
me.
Yeah.
It shows.
My mom is dead.
Well, that shows too.
Damn.
Hey, I ain't the one
All
bringing
right,
it,
so
but
Pep's
I'm gonna
discriminatory
sit back
towards
and let people
orphans
bring
now.
it.
Got it. All right. Anyways.
Yeah, more or less.
Yeah. Yusoa still has a couple of the magic apples from the village. So she's gonna eat both of those. And heal 12 hit points.
Which ones are these?
They were from I think, like when we
They're from
entered the.
Oh yeah. You
Yeah.
have
The
yes,
table.
you got from the
Table.
altar. Yes, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
What do those heal again? I gotta go back
Six
to my
hit-
notes.
It says 6 hit points each.
Cool.
So 12 total.
Like, I feel like I have a. Oh yeah, I see. Yes. Perfect. Yeah, those work.
Okay. Wow.
All right.
This is a dangerous dungeon.
Yes, perhaps.
It is fiendish in nature.
Perhaps a less
Interwebs are
direct
good.
approach to moving to the other room.
I'm gonna say you guys are probably about like the center of the room. Maybe
Yes, I
like
should like to
slightly north of the center of the room.
I should like to proceed with caution. Perhaps
Caution?
use the mage hand to, like, sweep in front of me, in case there's something I can trigger, and look down intently, like trying to, like, investigate for anything before me as we move towards that door.
Roll investigation.
That is a 19.
All right. As you proceed forward, yeah, you get very close to the door that you've opened with the sconce, and your mage hand catches on something and triggers a snare that flings up towards the ceiling, and once again, because there's no weight, just disappears straight up into the ceiling, and the flames do not trigger. You're about, like, 10 feet from the door.
Well, I'm glad we avoided that. I guess proceed. I'll keep doing that and checking, and I'll very, carefully step, looking for anything. Do you want me to roll any again, or just keep going?
Nah, I'll just keep your 19. You successfully make it to the opened doorway with no further incidents.
Excellent. Peering through the door, what do I see beyond?
That is a good question. Give me one
Ah.
second. I've had to scroll over the place in my notes.
Yes, alright. Inside, you see a kind of dimly lit room. It's quite dark within. And it is rather small compared to the previous rooms of this dungeon. Within, you see just a lone stone block and some sort of kind of monstrous, fiendish form crouched on the stone. And it makes no movement as you peer through the doorway, but it looks back at you with burning red eyes. And you notice, clutched in its hand, let me pull up the notes on this too. Yes. And you notice as you kind of peer through the door and the light from the room you're in illuminates the dim room beyond. Clutched in one of its hands, you see a sort of shiny wooden stick with like a beautiful ornate rose blooming from its top. And it is in quite a distinct shape and size.
Mm-hmm. Well, just for fun, since he's looking at me with flamey eyes, I'll use minor illusion to give myself flamey eyes to look back at him.
All right. He continues to make no movement, but you kind of... He continues to not move, but you kind of see his gaze narrow slightly.
I will use message to talk to the companions and say, I believe we have located the holder or the stealer of the wand from the display case, back where that large skeleton man was wearing the crown. Our path forward is likely going to be rather difficult. Should we proceed right now? He's kind of staring us down. I have no level 4 spells. I'm gonna have to rely more on you guys.
I don't think any of us are doing too hot right now.
I can't remember.
Fair.
Have you guys taken a long rest since descending the ladder, or have you only taken a short rest?
We've done a short, I believe, and that's it. I think it hasn't really been long enough otherwise.
Yeah. I barely not enough time to actually get a long rest in.
Yeah.
I don't know if a short rest resets that time for a long rest or not.
Not really.
That's what I thought. You can take a short rest in between long rests, and that would be fine.
Yeah, at any time. Short rest is just you're sitting down for a breather.
15 minutes, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Maybe you're just to give you an estimate, maybe you're an hour to 2 hours short of being able to have a long rest.
Fair enough. Well. Oh, geez. Maybe it's one of those things we just need to go for. How bad is everyone? Do you think we can do it?
A short rest even would be somewhat helpful.
All right.
I could go for a short rest.
All right. How about
We
this?
can all
I'm going to
just
go ahead and use
Can you-
Mage Hand
can you
to
make-
close the door.
Okay. Can you make that our little pocket dimension thing you did earlier?
The tiny hut?
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Or if not that, we're just gonna do a little short rest because that could be good for a long rest. But
Yeah, the tiny
know-
hut's an 8-hour spell.
yeah. So maybe we save that for a long rest, but for a short rest, we can just pop a squat.
Okay.
Oh,
Take a short.
catch a breather.
I mean, yeah, you've at least cleared a straight line from where Usoa started on the far side of the room to this side of the room, so there's at least a good straight line in this room that's free of snares.
Okay. Well then, yeah. Let's. I'll just keep staring at the guy and use Mage Hand to close the door, and then you're like, okay, everyone, let's have a nice little rest here. We'll kind of watch the door in case he comes to it, but we'll do our best to rest.
I mean, this is the secret door you opened, so I guess you just reset the sconce.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
keep my eye on him and just send the Mage Hand over to just turn it, just click, and it closes.
Yep. Sounds good. And you all may kind of sit for a minute and think about your options as you take a
Yep.
short rest.
Pep burns 4 hit dice to recuperate a bit himself because he got a little beat up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usoa does too. Let's see. I'm just gonna burn all my hit dice.
Thanks to Pep, I don't have to do that. Which I
Yeah,
appreciate.
I think I'll be good with this amount here. Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna need a new page. Okay.
All right. Well, you guys rested.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. I'll go reassume the position, cast the fire in my eyes, maybe make it a little bigger and brighter this time, and then use Mage Hand to twist the thing so I'm staring in at him as the door opens.
All right. Yep. Use Mage Hand to activate the wall sconce, and once again the stones move and create this new doorway. And once again, the light shines in. You can just see the glowing eyes of this hunched over figure staring back at you. Let me just get everything together.
And just for the how about this? Just for the entrance of it, I'll create. I'll turn off the fire from my eyes, and I'll create two like flames 5 feet apart, because that's the maximum I can do this with minor illusion, and I'll have it in front of me, say halfway between me and him, or actually as I step into the room, flames shoot up on either side of me, and I walk towards him and then make myself glow to illuminate the room.
Roll intimidation.
Okay. Intimidation, I got a 10.
Yeah, he gets a 13.
So he kind of, once again, as you approach, his eyes narrow, and he uncrouches from the stone block he was resting upon, and kind of jumps down from his place, kind of readying his stance. And I think it's best everyone rolls initiative.
Okay.
It's 22.
So did you say 6?
No, I got a 15.
I got a 9.
On a 9. All right, and I believe Cassius definitely goes first.
All right. I am. Which hand is he holding? The like kind of like rose sort of thing.
Let's say it's in his right hand, not the pincers on his back, but in his like actual like human-like hand. His right, so your left.
All right. I am wanting to aim for that hand then with the strain of war.
Whip it out of his hand. All right.
Like see if he can like drop it or something.
Yeah, I like this. Roll 2 hits.
That's not very high. It's only a 12.
That does not hit. You slash the ground beside him.
Damn.
I believe
Alright.
it's your turn, unless you get
Yeah, I think
small
that's it.
attack.
Yeah, no, that's all good. I tried.
You did try. I appreciate the Indiana Jones attempt.
Yeah.
Really good idea, actually.
Yeah, no, that would have been great. I would like, yeah, if you hit, I would have given that to you.
It's just rolling a roll 20. My other one was an 18, so.
Ah.
Oh well.
All right, and with that, we go to Usoa.
Okay. Let's see. I will. I'm gonna throw one of my top grenades at it, actually.
All
Just
right.
to keep some distance. So. The 16 to hit, I guess, if I have to roll to hit with that.
It's an area effect.
Okay.
It's a small room. I'm gonna say you're good. What's the?
Okay.
Although, what is the like radius of the explosion?
20-foot radius.
Okay, I say if you aim it at the far wall, you can maybe avoid hitting those who are like within the room because it's quite the small room.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. I'll aim it at the far wall.
All right, sounds good. And I'll just give that to you.
And it is 13 fire damage.
Does he make a dex save?
Oh yeah, he does. It's a DC 12 dex save.
Oh, he gets a 4. That's all right. It's a small room
okay.
anyways. What was the damage again?
13.
All right. All right. Sounds good. So he takes the fire damage from behind. It kind of illuminates him real cool. Do you get multi-attack if so?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So I think that's your action, although you do have a bonus action if you want to disengage or hide.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hide behind. Is there anything in the room?
Other than the
You can
stone
hide
block
behind-
that you just jumped off of, no.
I'm glowing. You could probably hide behind me, and I could be a heck of a distraction.
Okay, I'll hide behind Tor.
All right. Sounds good. You hide behind Torque. And we go to Tor.
Oh, excellent. Since he didn't like my thing, I'm just gonna point at him, snarl, and say no. And behind him, I'm gonna create a rolling sphere of acid that engulfs him. I need him to make a dex save.
All right. Ooh, he gets a dirty 20.
Damn. All right. Well, it's still half damage, which is let me roll 15 acid damage,
All right.
and let me read this correctly. I roll for additional damage at the end of his next turn.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, just a note for the future. All right, go ahead.
Yes. And how big is the radius of this spell?
20 feet.
Or does it? Sorry, is it like a persistent thing, or is it just that he's covered in acid now?
It's basically he's just covered in acid now.
All right. I just want to double check. For the purposes of this, let's say the room is like 30 feet long, like 15 feet wide. So by aiming, and you guys are within like the first 10 feet of the room, hence why you're able to hit just him with a 20-foot attack. If you aim it at the
Okay.
back wall, does that sound about right?
That sounds correct.
All right, let's just call it that to
Okay.
keep things clear. All right, sounds good. So he is covered in acid. Good hit. All right, we go to Pep.
Well, Pep don't got much more he can do about this, so he readies his frying pan, and yeah, he's just gonna smack him. Goes up and says, "Drop it, boy," and makes a swing. That is 19 to hit.
What does hit?
Alrighty then. So that be. I was trying to double check stuff really quick. Alright, so that's 10 bludgeoning and 12 fire damage. And says, I said drop it. And that's a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Right. He swings wide.
All right. For funsies, I'll roll strength and see if he drops it or not. Nope, he is clinging onto that thing. He's got a strong grip.
Was that your turn, Pep?
And that'd be it. That's all I can do. And
All right.
actually, no, in the meantime, Pep says, "You can do it, you shower," and gives her bardic inspiration.
There you go.
Nice.
Yay.
Yay.
All right. And then blah blah blah. Yes. He is going to point his finger towards the group of you all and snarl something. And I need you all to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's a 10.
That is a 17.
Oh, same for Pep.
I got a 1, but not a nat 1, luckily.
All right. Pep and Tor, you two are fine. Cassius and Usoa. Let me see. You become confused.
Oh god.
And at the start
Oh,
of
no.
each of your turns, you need to roll. I think you can. Ba-da-ba-ba. Yes, at the end of your turn, you can make another wisdom saving throw to try to break out of it, but at the start of your turn, I'm going to need you to roll a 1d10 to determine what you do for that turn.
Oh god.
Okay, cool.
Let me just mark that by your name so I don't forget.
Yeah, God forbid you forget.
Sorry.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
Cool. And I don't... Does he get... Oh yeah, and I can also do that. Okay. Sounds good. And then after pointing and doing that, he is going to swing at Pep with one of his big back pincers. But that is... Oh, it's a dirty 20 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
And... That is 16 bludgeoning damage.
Ooh. That's smart.
And you become grappled. So it grabs you tight in this pincer and raises you up off the ground. And we go to Cassius.
Okay, what do I have to roll again?
At the end of your turn, at the start of your turn, roll me a 1d10.
Okay. It's a 1.
All right. Roll a 1d8 for me.
God, okay. Roll. That's a 5.
All right. You move exactly in the opposite direction. You use all your movement speed to exit the room and into the previous room.
You're kidding. Okay.
So you do that, and then you may roll a wisdom saving throw again to try and break the confusion.
19.
All right, you move your full movement out of the room, and you shake your head, and you're like, wait, why did I just do that? It kind of feels like when you go into a room and forgot why you came in here.
Okay, cool.
How did I get here?
Cool.
Yeah,
Can
but
I use
like,
Eldritch
you
Blast
just
through the
randomly
door?
walked away from a battle, then you're like, oh, why did I come in here again?
Can I use Eldritch Blast through the door then to try and aim for him?
Oh,
I believe that's your turn. I think it says the creature. Yeah, the creature doesn't take an action this turn.
Okay, that's fine.
But you are no longer confused, and you are outside of that room. And you're
Cool,
probably
cool,
what
cool.
about like either 30 or 20 feet into the previous room.
Alright.
I'll be gracious. I'll say you just take this straight line that you guys already cleared out, so there's no
Okay,
snares to trigger.
Thank you.
All right, and we go to Usoa, who is also confused. So I will also need you to roll a 1d8 for me.
Okay. 1d8, okay. That's a 2.
You just kind of stay where you are, and you also don't take any actions this turn, but you don't move. You just kind
Okay.
of sit where you are, and you may roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Oh, dang, I got a nat 20 on that one.
Oh yeah, you totally snap out of it, and you're still crouched on the ground, and you're like, I feel like time has passed, but you are still in your previous position. And you're
Okay.
able to make an action your next turn.
Okay.
And neither of you are confused anymore. That was quite
Perfect.
All right, and with that, we go to Tor's turn. You've got a grappled Pep in one of its big ol' pincers.
Yeah. Trying to think of what I might be able to do here. I feel like this guy is going to be particularly tough, so I'm actually going to change my approach. I am going to create a hypnotic pattern around him. I need him to make a wisdom saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Let me just say, yep, okay. He nat 20s.
God damn it.
He gets advantage, I'm sorry.
Fair. Fair.
So he just glares back harder.
Well, at least he's in a pretty swirl of colors while it's happening.
There you go. It's, you know, this whole scene is quite cinematic, because, you know, you have the explosion from behind that backlit him, you know, like... It's very nice, you know? You're like, wow, this could be a movie. Whatever that is.
On the bright side.
Alright, and I believe that is your whole turn?
It is, except last thing I'm going to do, because talking's a free action, I'm going to tell everyone in here, everyone, whatever you do, do it and get out of the room.
Can't quite do that.
I'm already out of the room.
Yes,
Yeah, there
but
you
I'm
go,
just
Cassie.
saying-
See, all you did was just, like, preemptively do that. You know, you're psychic. You knew Tor was gonna say that before they even said it, you know?
Yeah, I'm a little tied up here.
No, it looks
Yes,
more like
but-
you're in a pincer.
Just try
Yeah,
to
well, I would say something about
get yourself
being in a pinch,
unpinched and get out.
Alright, speaking of, we go to Pep's turn, and you may make a strength throw to try to escape.
but- Ooh, that be an
Or I suppose
18.
if you wanted, you could try to do something else.
Well, I mean, yeah. I'm just grappled, right?
Yeah, you're grappled.
I mean, getting out does sound pretty good based on that warning. So, without spoiling the plot, Thor, do you think it's more worthwhile to take 2 big swings at this guy or to get out of here? Try and get out.
I have an idea. I need you to get out for it, mostly because I
Yeah,
don't want to potentially kill
Well,
you.
if I do the strength try, does that end my turn? Is that my action, or is that just like the start of the turn?
I am not
I mean,
sure.
Let me see.
So, trying to break free is an action, or attacking is an action.
Yeah, so if you have 2 actions, you could do both.
I got 1 action. I have 2 attacks.
So yes, you can either do 2 attacks or you can try to break free.
You could break free during an attack.
That is true. You have the
Depends.
potential if you do real
True.
good.
Well, I guess he's gonna start beating on that pincher then, because I don't really rightly trust my strength to go up against him.
Okay, but if you are grappled, you get disadvantage. Just
That's
as
true,
a
especially because
You
you have a
do?
10-foot pan that you're trying to
Yeah.
swing very close to you. Although it is a
But,
10-foot pincer, so it kind of matches.
Yeah, I thought the grapple.
You can
didn't
probably
do
bop its head
disadvantage.
from where you're at with disadvantage.
There you go.
Okay, well, try to break free then. Dang it, you people are making me all wonky in the head. Right. That was an 18 to try and break free.
You are able to pry yourself out of its pincers and you fall to the ground.
All right, and I make a beeline for the door.
Alright. Yeah, you can do that. I'm just gonna say you beeline it towards the door, you probably make it about, like, 10 feet out.
Well, job's done then.
Alright, we go to its turn. So, Usoa and Tor are still in the room. Let me see. Something. Please. Okay.
Sorry, one sec. Too many notes.
Where's
All right. It will raise its hand that clenches the rose and wand, and it swishes it towards the two of you, and will cast a spell. And let me see. So a kind of rumbling echoes 60 feet out from him. So this also affects people in the next room, I suppose. And the stone walls of the dungeon start to rattle and rumble. And I'm gonna say it suddenly a stone brick from the wall of the room you guys are inside will launch itself towards Tor.
okay?
Oh, I rolled crappy. I don't know. What's your... You should have a spell bonus. What is that? I have a spell save. Oh, wait. Haha. Intelligence. Okay, +4 plus... Yeah, sure. Yeah, that still misses, though. So, yeah, a stone brick gets flung towards Tor's head, but misses narrowly. Yeah, I think that's all that happens.
Wait, let me check.
Using wand. Action. Uses an action to use a wand. Does not get multiple actions, but does get multiple attacks.
Okay, cool. I think that's all that happens then. But the rocks and the bricks continue to rattle from pretty much both rooms. Except for probably like within 10 feet of the door on the far side of the fire snare room. And we go to Cassius's turn.
All right. I'm going to Eldritch Blast through the door towards the creature. That is a 24 to hit.
That does hit.
Right. So, oops. So one hit is going to be 9 force damage, and the other one's going to be 6.
You said 6?
16.
16. See, yeah. You cut off at the end. I was just making sure.
Yeah, no,
Just
all
so I
good, all
wasn't
good.
Sure.
Alright. So 9 and 16?
Yep.
That's 27 total. Math.
Wait, hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 is 10. Sorry. I did my math incorrectly.
So is
One
it
is 10, the other one is
and-
16.
10 and 16, so add 1. Good to know. Okay, nice. Yeah, you blast him good.
Alright. And I guess I'll just stay out of the room so I don't get killed by Tor.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And with that, we go to Usoa, who's still crouching behind Tor, newly unconfused.
Okay. I am just going to. Well, I guess I can attack and then kind of
Yes, you
move
can.
from the room. Yeah.
If you
Okay, I'm
make a
gonna
melee
throw
attack,
my-
you will get advantage, and you will
Yeah.
get your sneak attack bonus.
Right. But
I
he's.
would just throw your daggers and go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna throw my daggers. Yeah. Okay, so the first one is 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Second one, 25 to hit.
That does it.
Okay. And that is yeah, no bonuses, so 7 piercing or 7 psychic damage.
Doing psychic. Perfect.
And then I kind of run from the room.
All right, sounds
or
good.
tuck and roll. Yeah.
Tuck and roll. All right, and with that, everyone except for Tor has left the room with the creature, and we go to
Excellent.
Tor's turn.
All right. So I say, God damn it, this is really going to hurt. And I start running at him, leap, get into a fetal position, and then polymorph into a brontosaurus, which is a gargantuan creature that will fill every inch of the room, smashing out all of everything in it.
All right.
How to calculate damage?
Well, the way
That's
I was
a
thinking of it
shit
is,
ton of bludgeoning.
yes, exactly. Like its normal, what's its normal stomp is its normal attack. But the thing is, it's in my thought is I'm physically taking up every bit of space. I am hurting myself because I am larger than the physical space of the room. So I am like smashing my own bones and crunching inward as this guy is being smushed under
Yes.
several tons of my body.
I'm gonna see if I can find like a shrinking room damage, because that would kind of be similar of just filling up every space.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Except I can't seem to find it. Oh, haha. Pushing pressure. Nothing is good.
And I mean,
Oh, this is close. And opens shrink spell on an orc put into a cage and wait. What does Reddit say? The creature attains the max. Ooh. If insufficient room is available for the desired growth, the creature attains the maximum possible size and may make a strength check to burst any enclosures in the process. If it fails, is constrained. So that's not the case for you, though. Spell cannot be used to crush a creature by increasing its size. So technically, you should be fine, based by D&D rules. The creature
Okay,
that is actually enlarging, just if you fail the strength throw, you can't increase beyond that, it seems.
I have no desire to increase beyond the room size, so I can just be smashed, like my tail and my head wrapped around, filling every last inch of the room.
I suppose so. Or you can at least get to, like, as much of a brontosaurus as you can, still do the crushing damage to the guy, but because you cannot increase any further, shrink back down and the spell fails, would be my other option. But just because this is an option to just roll strength real good and burst through, yeah, roll strength as a brontosaurus to see if you just smash through the ceiling and walls.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I think I smashed through the ceiling and walls. That's a nat 20.
Yeah, I say, what else can? Just for fun, what is your strength bonus as a brontosaurus?
+5.
So yeah. No.
Why? Okay, this is all based on, like, the creature moving. What happens if a creature is crushed by something else? I'm gonna say... I mean, I guess I'll just decide what that damage is. It's like... Give me, like...
Oh, there are no official rules for it, is why.
Yeah, that makes sense. Get out of here, cookies. Ah. This is fun.
Sorry.
That's not sarcastic, it's just interesting. Okay, no, that doesn't
Yeah.
help. Let's say, like... let's see if I can find the equivalent damage of, like, a boulder.
Well, if you did maximum falling objects, it'd be like 20d6.
That is true.
Yeah, but
You know what? I like this idea.
Yeah,
I will give you 20d6 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, let me dial that in really quick. 77 is what Google says.
Okay.
And
Dang. Bro, this guy's broken. Okay.
I'm not surprised.
we'll round that to
8.
math. Okay, well,
I mean, that's still a good chunk of damage to him, but he is still standing. Not standing,
he
but
should be-
like.
I was gonna say he should
it's
be
good.
flat under me, unable to move.
Yes, he is. He is. Yeah, I'll definitely say he is knocked prone. He's still
Okay.
he's still kicking.
You're breaking through the walls and the ceiling inadvertently release the pressure and help him survive.
That's hilarious.
But you do a good chunk of damage to him.
Good. Sadly,
And,
no one else
yeah,
can even
you
see
are
him.
still a brontosaurus, albeit like a little squished beyond. Like you're probably at least slightly restricted movement-wise because you've just burst through the wall and ceilings where the ceiling and walls where you can. But like you're still full brontosaurus.
Yeah, I just figured I'm mostly cube-shaped or brick-shaped at the moment.
Yeah, just a little scrunched.
Brachiosaurus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're
I'm a
successfully a
Brachiosaurus.
brontosaurus, and because you nat 20, you take absolutely no damage from that exchange.
All right, well, I'm just gonna lay here. Guys, this really hurts.
I don't think anyone else can probably reach it. They probably just see like brontosaurus tail coming from the doorway of the room.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just filling the entirety of the space.
Yeah. So I mean, we go to Pep's turn, but I don't think there's much Pep can actually do to get around a big old brontosaurus ass.
No.
Yeah. Pep just kind of looks at it one way, looks at it another, pats the tail and says, "You do good there, big fella," and gives him bardic inspiration.
Helping where he can.
Yeah. Nothing else to do.
It's true. Alright. And with that, we go to the creature's turn. Let me see. What does this do?
This guy's too much going on. I should have like studied.
I studied a while ago when I wrote this, and then it's been a while since then. Ability check. What level spell is polymorph?
4, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, level 4.
Okay. So... Alright. He is going to attempt to cast Dispel Magic, but he has to beat a spell save DC. Which
is 18.
Is 14 based on the Dispel Magic rules.
And
Oh, he doesn't have to get
see.
over my spell save?
No, it says for each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level, so the DC
Oh,
is
okay.
14.
Right on.
Yeah.
Okay. And I do have
but
advantage
I
on saving
roll
throws
shit.
against...
One sec.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he only gets a 10. That
Oh,
fails.
jeez.
But he
Sorry.
can still try. Is he like pinned under you? I would guess.
Yes, completely.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess he can still try to attack with disadvantage.
Technically true. I'm not sure how he's moving to do that. But yeah.
I mean, he does have pincers. Which can
There you go.
He's going to try to pinch
Just
you.
Wiggle his
Yeah.
pincers into me.
He definitely can't grapple you, but he can. I'll see if he can pinch you with disadvantage. That first
Tickling your
one is
feet.
a. God, even with disadvantage, that's the first one's still a 19 to hit.
Oh. Armor class is 15, so it hits.
All right. So that first one, oh my God, is 22 bludgeoning,
Okay.
and then second one, disadvantage. Oh my God, is like 28. No, 27.
Okay, another 27 damage.
No, that's just a hit, sorry.
Oh, that's just a hit?
Check.
Okay, well, just tell me the damage.
17 bludgeoning damage, and then as a bonus action, his spell, the wand of Thane. Thane it says, to launch at a creature you can see. He can only see the Brontosaurus, as it fills his entire vision. So,
That's
I
assuming
guess
he's face up.
a stone brick from the wall launches at Tor yet again. That's a spell. Ooh, that one does hit, I believe. That's like a 22.
How could it launch? There is
It
no
can't
room
launch.
to
It
launch.
just
I guess it just like
it wiggles.
I guess
Wiggles
like
into you.
in this I don't know. I'll
feel the
like do
vibration.
like half
It hurts.
damage. How about that?
Okay.
Can we agree on half damage? 'Cause
Yes,
there's no momentum.
absolutely. Totally.
This
It
is fun.
burns into
We
me.
gotta figure this out together as a family. All right, you take 9 bludgeoning damage from that.
Awesome. I love it. Excellent.
It does say you can succeed on a strength saving throw or fall prone, but I don't think we're gonna take that into consideration. I don't think you physically could fall prone.
I think I technically am prone.
Yeah, that's true. Can't move.
Exactly.
All right, we go to Cassius.
What the fuck do you expect me to do?
I don't know. Buff the Brontosaurus.
Yeah, do you have any assists? As a
Go,
warlock.
Tor, go.
There you go. You hear some really, quite,
Ooh.
I hear an ooh from...
Cassius, do you have haste?
Oh, I didn't prepare that one, no.
Oh.
Not sure.
Yeah, warlocks don't have that many, like, help spells. Alright, we go to Usoa, if you have any ideas for what you want to do.
Can you just make
do have
psychic
surprise.
daggers appear, like, just under him?
Yeah. Well, I don't think that they can travel through stuff yet. That's an ability
just
that I
make
can
them
get
appear.
later on. Oh wait.
Like, I psychically make the
psychically-
blade appear under you. It pokes you.
Psychic
I don't.
trap.
It's probably a case of like it has to be like a creature you see within range, at least for now.
Yeah, I
makes
think
sense.
for now it does. I do have the ability to teleport once I get to a higher level, and they could just appear. But I think I have to throw them
Teleport
for
into the room,
now.
take another 20d6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. No, I mean the blades could eventually, but not yet. Yeah, I don't really have any options unless there's like it would hurt Tor, so I don't want to do that.
It's true.
Thank you.
I mean, I guess you guys also stocked up on like a bunch of the stuff from that like altar room, like in the Brawl of Holding. You guys have a bunch of stuff. I guess if you guys just
Yeah.
want to have a little picnic while you wait this out, you can probably heal some hit points and such.
Okay. Yeah, I
Like, you
take
have a
some
free
of the
turn, you might as well.
yeah, I take some of the magic food out and I offer it to anybody.
Oh, wow.
You guys are just
Thank
standing
you.
there like, hey, apple?
Yeah. Oh,
We got
Pep could
8
use one.
apples. Yeah, I marked this down. 8 apples, 15 pears, 2 bowls of nuts, 1 tray of dried meat, 6 citruses, and 2 bread.
We're having a little charcuterie.
Yeah.
There you go. I like that.
Pep could use a little pick me up. He took
Alright, I
16
guess
points
so,
of
if you want to
damage.
spend your turn kind of like laying out all the food.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would
Pep's
also
just
let
picking
you,
it
like,
over.
do one of them.
Okay. Yeah, I make a little charcuterie and yeah, I eat one of the apples.
But
Just for
you don't even
fun,
need to.
can you roll me like a sleight of hand just to see how aesthetically pleasing the charcuterie is?
Let's see here. I mean, you
It's
know,
the
it's
perfect
gonna
time
be
for a
pleasing
nat
with
20.
my sleight of hand. It's actually just 15. So.
I
Oh, pretty
mean,
dang good
it's
charcuterie.
Pinterest worthy for sure.
Yeah.
Like it looks nice. Like
I'm trying to think of like what would you use as the board. Like what do you
Oh,
have?
this
Wade?
Pep's frying pan.
There you go. Yeah, Pep, you set your frying pan down.
you lay out,
And
you slice the
everyone
bread
eats
and lay it
colorful.
out, and like just kind of make everything look nice. It looks quite nice, you know, like very, very cozy. And yeah, you guys all have these healing foods available to you, except for Tor.
Yeah, Pep, I guess, eats until he's back to full health.
Yeah, it's Tor's turn next, and then Pep's turn. But yeah, I'll probably just handle that. Like, I don't
He
know
was
what
being
Tor will do
fed.
during
It
their
counts.
turn. Tor, you can smell the slight scent of like pears and apples on the wind, as best as you can
Somehow
from within the room.
through your butt.
Yeah.
It's that good.
I mean, it is like divine food.
There we go. I feel its presence more than smell it. Yeah.
You can kind of like almost taste it.
Lovely.
What
All right,
room
Tor,
is
go to
Thor's
you.
head in?
Rolling the same damage again, I assume?
You just
Ah.
vibrate on him?
Probably like slightly less, because it's less of like a pow and more of just a persisting. I'll do like we can do
half?
15. We can do 15. Yeah,
15d6? I'm
still
dialing
crushing
it in
him.
right now.
yeah, you're still crushing him. I would say like that probably pow of the initial is probably worth at least 5d6. So yeah, I'll give you 15d6.
Okay, well 15d6 comes out to 56 damage.
6. Let me see.
Commence the gyrations.
Oh my god.
I'm just imagining, he can't do anything else. He's sitting there just kind of wiggling the body.
Yeah.
I take a breath. I breathe in once, and my volume increases, and that's what crushes him.
Perfect. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. All right. He's still alive.
That's
Good lord.
He's
crazy.
hurting. Yeah. It's honestly probably really good you chose to do this.
Yeah, it sounds like it. All right, so I guess he hurts me again, and I hurt him again. Do we want to see just... I don't know what to do here.
Yeah,
Do we just
I
wanna
mean,
keep
it's
it
Pep's
between?
turn, and Pep eats some food, I suppose.
Yeah, they're just
Yep.
going to stay out there chilling for this whole
Yeah.
time, so it's really just
Well,
him and me at
Pep's
this point.
keeping the positive reinforcement. He's like playing his lute and giving Tor a little pick-me-up song,
Which
And
you're not...
good old
but I mean, the
Brontosaurus.
inspiration is not needed.
Yeah, but don't matter. Inspires us.
Breathe
Okay,
better.
Breathe
Yeah.
better. Breathe
Breathe.
deep.
Yeah. No, he starts playing his panpipes and it's like, breathe in, breathe out.
Every time there's a breathe in, you hear a little muffled scream from the guy.
Alright, well, actually, at his turn, he can cast Dispel Magic again.
Okay, let's have him try.
He will try. As once again, a spell save DC of 14. He casts a dirty 20.
Okay, so he
Okay,
The
dispels
spell
me.
is
Back to rotation
dispelled,
now.
and you feel yourself shrinking and reverting back into your crystalline form.
I kind of, yeah. All right, I like this. I shrink back down, and I kind of like look up, like, holy crap. Okay.
Alright, and he
I
still
think
gets
both-
his...
Oh,
I
sorry.
think both Tor and the guy should have to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, from like...
Tor crushed through the ceiling. This whole ceiling is going to be collapsing onto them.
Oh, good point.
That is true. Yeah!
I suppose so, yeah. Both of you guys make dexterity throws. I'll
I
determine the
do
save.
well. 22.
22? Nice. Yeah, you definitely
I roll-
save. He only gets a 14. I say he takes at least some damage. We'll call it 5d6 bludgeoning. Tor, you'll take half.
Okay.
Does that seem fair?
Yeah, sure.
All
I need
right,
to roll
Tor,
that
you
real
take
quick.
9. He takes.
9.
Well,
Okay.
technically he also takes 9, but. All right. Cool. He is still good,
Wow.
and he
Wow.
still gets his pincer attacks, which he can only use against you, unfortunately. So that first
Alright.
one is a 21 to hit.
When I so question before we proceed.
Yes.
This is to the DM.
Of course.
It's a dispel magic, so he's dispelling the spell. Do I have the ability to at least take a bonus action, not a full action, as I'm like coming out of that?
Well, it's not your turn, is the thing.
Fair,
And
but I
whatever
just didn't
happened to
know.
your acid damage on him?
Oh shit, you
it-
right.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I read the thing wrong. He's saved, so he doesn't take the secondary acid.
Oh, got it.
So it was a good thing we missed that. Okay, so never mind. He hits me.
Yeah. That's by yeah. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I just didn't know if it was like something that could happen there.
Oh no. So it's 24 bludgeoning,
Holy shit.
and you are grappled because you are now back to your medium size.
Yep.
And he's too far away from the rest of y'all to attack with. Well, I think he could potentially make it to you guys, but he's just gonna use his bonus action with his stone thing, and we'll say a stone shoots out towards. I'll just roll 1d6 to determine. Soa.
Oh,
And that is a 21 to hit.
okay. That hits.
And that is for. God, I'm so sorry.
Oh,
It's
no.
for 21 bludgeoning.
Oh god. Okay.
And roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh no. It's a 3.
Yeah, you get knocked prone.
Oh no. Okay.
Plonks the upside of the head, and you're on the ground. Alright, and we go to Cassius.
Oh, okay.
So Tor's
Um,
grappled. It has been freed from the room. You see
See its red eyes emerging from the rubble and the dust of the room beyond.
and yeah, and Usoa just got clocked upside the head by a stone brick and is on the ground.
Okay. I guess I will Eldritch Blast him. More specifically, like, on his pincers to see if that'll, knock Tor loose.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, hold on. Roll 20 is not working. Give me a sec.
good.
There we go. Blast. That's a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
Alright, that first hit is going to be 8 force damage, and the second one is going to be 16.
Actually, yes. Okay, cool. I know a way to do this. So that first hit, he is so in shambles from this whole Brontosaurus bludgeoning stones incident. That first hit completely severs his pincer that's holding Tor, and the second hit lands him right in the face, and you bash his head into his neck, and he slumps to his knees and keels over dead.
Oh, okay, dude, hell yeah.
Nice.
Thanks.
Oh, thank you. That was terrifying.
Yeah, it looked like it.
We could not have
Like
done
a
it without you.
movie. Yeah. And like a movie, his hand that clutches the, rose wand, falls in front of him, so he's, lying face down, and his hand that's outstretched in front of him still clutches the wand in death.
Still
I,
holding on to it.
I pry his hand open to grab the wand.
Yes.
You feel it kind of pulse in,
Arcane magic through your crystalline fingertips as you grab it. And I will just copy and paste the stats in the chat for you. You have been given the Wand of Shantae.
Excellent. All right. Did you want to read it aloud, or?
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. All right. So this wand has a wooden handle with a blooming rose at its tip. It has 6 charges and regains 1d6 at dawn every day. A charge may be expended to cast one of the following spells: Mass Cure Wounds, Tree Stride, Wrath of Nature, and Hero's Feast. May all be cast at will.
That will be useful.
Hero's Feast is pretty dang useful indeed.
Exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, it is a divine artifact. I feel like that's only fair.
All right. Am I the only one hurt right now?
Oh, so just
probably.
one side
Yeah.
of the head.
Oh, you
I
saw
have
it.
a little damage. Yeah, I'm down to about half health.
Okay. I'm at 17 of 50, so...
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, that's why I ask.
Well, Pep would
You want some of the
give you the
charcuterie?
good touch again, except needs a long rest before he can do that.
I mean, the
That's all right.
wand as well, just for Thor's note, I don't know if it resets between owners, but he used 1 charge, so there's 5 charges left.
Oh, yeah, I would assume it doesn't reset.
I don't know if it's like
But-
new hand, switch it up.
Unlikely.
New hand touches the beacon.
I was tempted to finish it like that, but I did not. I restrained myself.
I didn't.
All right.
All right. Excellent. Well, is there anything else in this room? Well, the room's pretty destroyed.
Yeah.
Assume no other exits or anything?
Nah, it's empty. It seemed to have only housed him, and he was only there to guard the wand. You know, kind of like a old lady who swallowed a fly, you know, swallowed a spider, swallow to catch the fly, you know, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Secret room to hide the guy to protect the wand.
Companions, may I suggest we go back to the room of our dead adventuring friend and rest there until we can, have a very long and rejuvenating rest.
Sounds good to me.
I agree.
I ain't gonna object.
Excellent. Let's do that.
Yeah.
As
Alright.
I limp all the way back.
Yeah.
Damn.
You have cracks in your being.
Oh yes. It's like little crystals are falling off of me.
Mhm.
Alright. I'll just hand wave it. I won't even have you avoid snares. You've been through enough. Yeah, you guys are able to make your way back through the door into the pillar brittle room from before, and then through that into the room with the equestrian creature's body still lies dead, although he's missing a tooth now. And then from beyond that into the safe room.
Excellent.
Which has the optional portcullises you can close, or because you've pretty much been in all those rooms, I'm pretty sure. Except for...
There's one we haven't... Yeah, we didn't go
Yes,
to
you
the
didn't
first one.
clear one of them, yeah.
Correct. But I believe... Let me double
I believe
check
that's still closed and barricaded, though, so it should be fine.
Yeah, it is, and I mean, I could always... I have the spell slot to make the tiny hut, and we could all be inside of that.
Yeah, and I'll just say, enough time has passed, enough has happened. You are all able to, find solace in this safe room that once drove a man to die of dehydration, starvation. And you are able to fully rest and complete a long rest.
Yay!
All right.
Yay.
And I believe that as you guys rest up your energy, now having acquired 2 of the artifacts of Shantae, and unaware of what might continue beyond the rooms you have cleared, but still a sense of hopefulness after having defeated such a strong enemy behind you. We fade to black, and we pick up here next time with you all fully rested.
All right. All right.
I kept hoping you were gonna say, "And we level up."
Not yet.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought that's what you were getting at. Like, you're just like so close. Well, that was amazing. That was ridiculous.
That was good. That was a good fight. I definitely, when I was preparing all this, I was like, this is already one of the most difficult creatures I have in this place.
Yeah, let's give him a wand, too.
Dude, hell yeah.
But I think that was good, because I feel like I haven't been challenging you guys lately with combat encounters, so...
That was a good challenge.
Yeah.
That's a good challenge. And a very creative combat, as always.
Thanks.
If you had not done that, that would have been a hell of a lot harder. I think you guys would have been in real trouble if you hadn't.
Yeah. I had this crazy idea as we're like, okay, I was like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And then, wait, I have a ridiculous idea.
No, that was perfect. I loved that.
Good.
I know it was funny.
Definitely earned that long rest. I think
Yeah.
necessary, as you've cleared a good chunk of this dungeon since the last long rest, so that seems fair.
Awesome.
Oh, that was perfect.
That was glorious.
You guys were able to find the secret room with him without even perceiving the right thing in the previous room.
Nice. And we still have the big pit room we could check out.
That's true. I have no qualm saying it because it's not like you actually missed anything, but the thing in the like pressure, like the pillar room that you guys all missed from your perception checks was on the wall above the door you opened. A new etching would inscribe itself into the top door. That says, if a rose is what you seek, the left leads to that and Famine's Peak, but if a wand you're searching for, don't overlook the hidden door. Was the etching that would have helped lead you to that.
Oh my
You all
god.
missed it.
That's
you
awesome.
you just
I
barely
love it.
managed to just, we're like, yeah, let's keep looking for hidden rooms, and you found it, so, you know.
Alright, hell yeah.
I love it when that happens.
Hooray for
It's
I was
so
really
good.
worried because I was
Wondering
like,
what
oh no, they're gonna miss the wand.
It's awesome.
So yeah, I was
love
like,
it.
that's gonna suck.
Yeah.
But you did it.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. This has been an Azentuary LLC production. Find us online at azentuary.com for character bios, merchandise, Patreon, and more. Thank you for listening.